What's up, guys? Today we're doing a mod tip tutorial. It's going to be on dry brushing. Dry brushing is how you get wonderful weathered effects to make things look realistic. Like this lovely piece of art I did right here. Basically just making everything look metallic and beat up and worn, well used and abused. And I'm going to show you how I did that. So, normally you would want to use a acrylic style silver paint. Happened to be all out, but my wife was wonderful enough to let me use some of her silver nail polish, and this stuff actually works very wonderful, and that's what is in that piece, on that piece there. So for dry brushing, it's going to be the same thing with regular paint. You want to get almost all of your nail polish or paint, whatever you're using, almost all of it off the brush to where it's almost dry. Hence the words and term dry brushing. There's very little on there. What we're going to do is go over edges, raised lines, things like that. Anywhere that you would see wear and tear, where it scratched the ground, things like that. And you just go through right on those edges. No need to be gentle, but you want to make sure you don't get too much. You don't want to be too uniform with your use of this either. Remember, nature is not uniform. If you get a little too much smudged up in one spot, just kind of use a towel or your finger and wipe it away or blend it in. Sometimes it'll actually make it work a little bit better. Occasional big chunks are nice. Makes it look like a nice gouge. Especially if you brush it out fine. Makes it look like some extra scratches. Definitely want to make sure that any parts where you have extra edges that meet each other, definitely pay attention to that. And as you can see, it's works pretty well. So just that little bit right there, you can see, it makes it look pretty gnarly and beat up, a little bit more believable. Okay, and next I want to show you another technique. I haven't seen anybody actually doing this one. I just came up with it myself when I was doing this piece. See, it looks really beat up. I love it. So we're gonna try and emulate that onto this. Something else that I've done on here is I did some washes. See how it's all ugly and dirty looking? And that was just by using some paint washes. Did some black wash, black acrylic paint with some water. Put it on, let it sit for a minute, and try and wipe as much of it off as you can. You can see how some of the black is in these lines here. Then come back with some, I like raw umber and burnt sienna. Is that what that is? It is burnt umber burnt umber and burnt sienna in different washes. Same thing as black. Mix it with some water. Brush it on. Wipe off as much as you can. Just makes it look cruddy, like some stuff's got stuck in there. Okay, but I digress. I've been detoured a little bit. So, technique that I just came up with. Take a popsicle stick here and go ahead and apply silver onto it. No real rhyme or reason, just get a nice little bit on there. And then we're going to come at around about a 45-degree angle and just hit a couple different edges at the same time. We're basically kind of scratching our paint on here, which goes right along with what we're looking for is the effect of scratches. It works wonderful. So yeah, just going along like that. Just keep at it. Remember not to keep things too uniform. Even it out. Something looks like you've got a little too much in one area, try and get rid of it. Wipe it off. Maybe use some alcohol in a spray bottle with a wipe. Something looks like it doesn't have enough area. In the area, put a little bit more. Yeah, and that's about it. All in all, I think it's a pretty cool effect. I'm going to get back to making the rest of these parts look like the other halves and reassemble. And I'll have that in another video for my mod guide for the long shot. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Okay, so before I sign off, just wanted to do a real quick overview and show you the finished paint job. All in all, not too shabby if I do say so myself. Then you gave it a nice added dimension, depth of and dimension to it. Very good way to get a lot of bang for a little bit of buck. Just keep in mind, if you have any little accidents, make them happy accidents. If you put too much in, use your finger, spread it around. Looks like you got dirt around on the ground a little bit. Work with it. Have fun. That's all. Bye.